Hello, I am Aline from MasterYourWeb and you are watching HTML tutorial for absolute beginners. In this series, my plan will be to give you guys a short walkthrough on how to build simple websites using HTML by learning all of the key concepts when it comes to it. So let's begin. The very first thing that comes to my mind when learning a new technology is the reason for learning it. Basically, why would I learn this? What benefits will I have if I learn it? Learning HTML is a really good start when it comes to web technologies, and it has a lot of benefits when it comes to the reason of learning it. Let's take a look at the most important ones. The first benefit is the fact that HTML is considered to be one of the building blocks of any website. Every website is basically constructed using HTML at its core, which proves the fact that, although it is a simple and easy to learn language, it is still the key puzzle to web development. Also, HTML has a simple structure. Of course, that especially in the beginning is gonna seem like it is really hard to learn it, but most of the key concepts will become a lot easier once you start practicing it. Then we have the fact that HTML is considered to be simple to get started with, and also that the changes are being displayed fast. Those are, of course, by comparing it to other languages. A really nice advantage of HTML is that once you write your code in a tool called Editor, you just need to save your changes, open your favorite browser, and voila, the changes are there. You don't need any extra setup for it whatsoever. This makes the development experience in HTML to be a really good one. Our next benefit will be a psychological one, because once you learn HTML, then you are one step closer into becoming a web developer and you will gain a bit more confidence in your abilities. This will most likely increase your motivation to continue learning more and more. Next, we have the fact that HTML is totally free. You can use it without paying anything to anyone. You basically just need that tool that I just mentioned called Editor and write your HTML code over there, and that's it. Last but not least, all those benefits seem great, but one question pops up. Okay, but what if HTML won't be on the market for the long run? I don't want to spend too much time learning on it and just find out that it doesn't have any future. Well, in that case, there is no problem at all, because of course that we cannot be 100% sure of it. We can safely assume that HTML is going to be here for the long run, so learning it might be a really good option. Now that we know why learning HTML is an awesome choice, let's actually see what HTML really is. So if you look online, you will see that the HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Alright, but what actually is a hypertext markup language, right? I actually had the exact same question when I started out. So to put it simple, the hypertext is a term which describes a connection between two or more websites. For instance, when you Google something, you will be redirected to another page. That is a really important part of the web, the fact that you have a lot of connection with different websites. And that is done automatically using HTML, so you don't have to worry about anything. The next term, the markup language, describes the fact that when we write HTML code, we will have some specific notations to different elements. Those elements are called tags, and they are basically the building block in HTML, and we will go through them step by step in the next videos. To put it simple, what we need to know about the HTML is the fact that it is one of the core part of building any websites. Okay? After the HTML, the two other important parts would be CSS, which is being used for styling such as adding colors, and JavaScript, which is being used to add interactivity to any website, for instance creating animations. Alright, enough with the talking, let's actually start our process. The very first thing that we need to do right now is to install an editor called Visual Studio Code. This will be useful because we will write our HTML code over there, which later will be used by the browser to transform it into an actual web page, and we will do that into our next tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the content and if you consider that it's at least 1% relevant, then please leave a like, a share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. We'll see you on the next one.